have you decided to do dawah on the street in a predominantly non-Muslim environment?
Knowledge is useless unless it is shared. If I learn something, if I don't pass it on to someone else, then what I know is completely useless.
You're touching the hearts and minds of people and you're getting them to see a truth.
The first time he's presenting himself in front of Allah in the act of worship, he doesn't want to get up now.
Very prominent in the field of dawah. He goes by the name of Abdul Wahab and he's also known as the Warner.
Hi there, how you doing?
Hi there, good.
What's your name?
My name is Lonnie.
Lonnie, okay. My name is Wahab. Nice to meet you. Yeah. I saw you staring. What got you intrigued?
I have someone I know who's Muslim, and I'm always looking for like little gifts for them.
Okay.
In there.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've done Ramadan for the past 3-4 years now.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I know quite a bit about the religion.
Okay, wonderful.
But I myself am not Muslim.
Okay, no problem.
But I can appreciate it. Yeah, so what are you doing? You making bags?
Yeah, no. So what I'm doing is I'm just handing out free gifts to the people. So people like you actually. Yeah, so I'm here to actually introduce non-Muslims to Islam because a lot of people, they're completely unaware about Islam or they hear Islam from like extremely biased sources. You know what I mean? So what intrigued you to want to practice Ramadan?
Well, honestly, I wanted to better understand the religion itself, but also get closer to that person because they're very strong in their faith. And I kind of wanted to just, I hear a lot of bias about it, or a lot of opinions that have a lot of bias.
Of course.
Especially from the internet and all of that. But I feel like there's a lot of miscommunication when it comes to what really is the religion, you know?
Absolutely.
It's actually quite beautiful and it's wonderful. And like, if you really read the text, if you read the Quran, if you really follow what it's talking about, it's honestly, it would be something that I would consider converting into kind of thing. Where it's like, I was raised Christian and Catholic, and it's quite different, of course, because there's different belief systems, and I know I have tattoos, so it would be I'm a little non-traditional.
Well, that wouldn't matter, my dear, because let's say if you were, hypothetically speaking, let's say if you were to accept Islam, whatever you did in the past is in the past. Allah is not going to judge you based on whatever you did in the past. Now, because the thing is, Allah does not judge you once you don't have knowledge. If you did something when you were ignorant about it, you're not going to be punished for it. It's different once you know about something, and then now you purposely, then that's different. You know what I'm saying?
You know where you stand and the rules.
Exactly. It's like being aware of something and then doing it after you're aware. So that's a completely different story. But what's stopping you from accepting Islam, if you don't mind me asking, my dear sister? Thank you so much, my dear sister. Thank you so much.
Honestly, it's more, I'm on a journey to better understand where I stand as an individual, and I'd rather do research and kind of step into my research on things before I fully jump into something.
Of course.
Because I would never want to commit to something
Just because it's an emotional thing, exactly.
And especially that it was someone that I knew, that I wanted to get closer to them and better understand it. And now that I do have a better understanding, I do have an appreciation for it. However, it's I still need to, I would like to go to a mosque and sit down and really do the prayers and things like that. And then from that point, it's I need to make those steps in the direction to better understand.
Absolutely, that completely makes sense, because I talk to people all the time, and that's usually what holds them back, because a lot of times they have this perception that you have to be perfect in order to accept Islam, but that's actually not the case, my dear sister, right? So I discovered Islam about 8 years ago, right? So before that, I wasn't a perfect human being myself. I was born and raised in LA, and I don't know if you were born and raised here, but it's not the prettiest place, you know what I'm saying? So we get involved in a lot of things, but Allah does not judge you based on your past. And also, Islam is actually a purification process. It is it's like a flowing river that cleanses you all day long. You understand what I'm saying? So Islam is a purification process. So a lot of people, they expect, I'm not perfect enough to be a Muslim, but that's not the case, because there's a lot of Muslims that are Muslims, they're not perfect, right? Me myself, I'm not perfect, even though I share the message of Islam. But Allah is not expecting us to be perfect. He's already created a perfect creation, right? And it's not the human beings, right? Allah is just expecting us to try our best. That's it. As long as you try your best, that's all that matters. Then you leave the rest to your Creator.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course, ask me any question.
So with the earthquakes that currently happen in Morocco, do you have, you're from LA, I feel like that's a very off-topic conversation, because it's I know a lot of Muslim people from Morocco, so you know what, we're going to scratch that question.
Okay, no problem. Is there any questions that you have on the top of your mind or anything like that about Islam?
Honestly, I feel like the best way to go about it is just reading the Quran. I have
I
like
agree.
a small version of the Quran, like a pocket version that I keep in my purse. To kind of like when I feel like reading, just kind of read that.
Do you mind if I offer you some gifts? Everything on this table is all 100% free, my dear sister.
Everything on this table is 100% free.
Yes, 100%.
Do I have to? Do you want me to donate?
I don't even accept donations.
You don't even accept
I don't accept
donations?
donations. No.
Are you working with the mosque?
No. I do this all independently.
You
Yeah.
just do this independently.
Yeah.
Out of the goodness of your heart.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. If I could have this bag right here.
Of course.
And then maybe
I'd love to offer you a Quran,
I
right?
would love this.
Beautiful.
I'll read it.
Yes, absolutely. And then here's a bag for you. So what it is, it's a travel mat, and then so it's a travel bag, and then
that's an
inside
amazing
is a prayer
little
mat. Cool. So you could that way you could take it on the go, and then this is a prayer manual that teaches you how to worship the Most High as well. Okay, my dear sister.
My goodness.
Cool. It's
I
all a
love
gift from me
this.
to you. Of course.
This is gonna be gifted.
Okay,
It's
beautiful.
wonderful.
But I would love for you to have one for yourself as well,
You know
because you
what?
said that you were, you were interested in praying and stuff like that. So please, I want you to grab one for yourself as well. What one? Which one would you like for yourself? You can keep that for your friend, and then would you like another Quran for your friend possibly?
He has a Quran.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he reads it. He speaks. He's Moroccan.
Okay, awesome.
He speaks Arabic. And
Awesome.
Like, yeah.
Awesome.
I'm gonna take this one. I don't want to take too many from you.
No, don't worry, my dear sister. I'm here to offer it to the people. So if I leave and my table is still full, I'm going to be upset. So I want to leave with an empty table. You know what I mean? So if you can help me with that, that'll be much appreciated. So what color would you like for yourself?
I'm gonna take the pink one.
Beautiful.
Pink is lovely.
Go ahead, and then inside, go ahead, give you another prayer manual. Absolutely. And then, is there any other questions that you had or anything like that? So, do you mind if I ask you a question, sister? Yeah. Like, do you believe that there's only one creator?
I believe. I'm not sure yet. I believe yes. I pray to one God. And that's God. I also have conversations with Allah sometimes, depending on what I'm praying about. But yes, for the most part, the answer is yes.
Okay, beautiful. Do you believe Prophet Muhammad is a messenger of God?
Yes.
So, my dear sister, you're actually already Muslim, believe it or not. Right now, as far as your beliefs, you're already Muslim. You just haven't said it with your tongue yet. So I would just say, whenever you're ready, you just simply say, you bear witness, there's none worthy of worship besides Allah, which is the one true God. And then you say, Muhammad is a messenger of God. That's it. That's all it takes to become a Muslim. And then after that, you just day by day, just try to get better and better and increase your knowledge day by day, year by year. And that's all that Allah is expecting from you. Okay, my dear sister? Beautiful. Well, it was an absolute pleasure to meet you, and I hope you have a wonderful day, okay?
Likewise. Thank you so much.
And thank you so much for stopping by, okay?
Have a lovely rest of
You too, Izzy. Take care. God bless you.
تميز من الغيظ كلما ألقي فيها فوج سالهم خزنتها ألم يأتكم نذير قالوا بلى قد جاءنا نذير فكذبنا وقلنا ما نزل الله من شيء إن أنتم إلا في ضلال كبير وقالوا لو كنا نسمع أو نعقل ما كنا في أصحاب السعير فاعترفوا بذنبهم فسحقا لأصحاب السعير